Hi guys, my name's Ines Bochen. I'm marketing manager at SEO PowerSuite, the company that's making tools for organic SEO. And today I will be talking about how we can kickstart an SEO campaign using a data-driven site audit. First of all, I'm very glad to welcome you at today's webinar. I hope you will learn a lot and you will soon be able to practice all the strategies and tips I'm going to discuss today. Just one thing, if you don't hear me well or if troubles, with the sound, with the presentation, please let me know using the chat option. So you can send me messages using the chat option. So I hope that everything is going to be all right. Let's start. Before we move on to the contents of the checklist, I would like to discuss why site audits are really critical at the very beginning of your SEO project. So let's see why. These site audits help you set attainable goals. You have to be realistic and set goals that you can really achieve. For instance, the website and content may look okay at a first glance, but only the audit will that there was history of low quality paid backlinks, for instance. Or if you start working on a brand new website, you shouldn't focus on the most popular keywords because they're going to be too competitive and you'll just waste a lot of time and effort and you'll get very poor results at the end. So they help you set goals. They help you manage the available resources effectively. After reviewing a website, you will know your top performing pages and best backlinks, and it will help you plan your SEO strategy. So you will discover all the best resources you can work with and work out a plan on how to manage these resources effectively. Okay. Also, you will get an overview of critical issues. This one is very important, I think, because you will quickly see all those critical things that really need your immediate attention and immediate reaction. Because if you don't react, you can put at risk the entire SEO campaign. So the rule of thumb for you is if you find critical issues, fix them first. And only after that, you can switch on to other SEO activities and keep on your SEO campaign. This is a very important thing too, because when doing a site audit, you will be able to get a list of quick wins. So what are actually quick wins? Quick wins are things that require not so much effort from your side, but can bring really great results. Just imagine that these could be some keywords or pages that need a little bit more optimization. So things that you can work a little bit on, but that will bring really great results for you. You can also call them like low-hanging fruit opportunities, for instance. It's easier to communicate with your clients when you have reviewed your website completely, because no matter how good you are at SEO, you also need decent communicative skills to succeed, right? So your customers will often ask you obvious or weird questions, and it will be much easier for you to answer them after you have reviewed a website and filled in your checklist. So let's start our site audit and let's see what we can work on, what we can analyze and tweak, everything that we need to start a good SEO campaign. Step one. At step one, we will review usability. I know that this is not common because, well, you're SEOs, right? Or beginning SEOs, and you're not prepared to do professional usability audits, but this is not the case actually, because you shouldn't look at the website like you're an SEO. You should look at the website like you are an average user, an average person interested in buying this product or service, and you should answer the following questions. Is the website really easy to use? Is the font size easy to read? Is navigation easily identifiable? Can you find all the menus you need quickly? Are styles and colors consistent? Are there any obtrusive ads and pop-ups that can spoil the impression of the website? I think it's important to answer these very questions at the very beginning because, well, when you start spending hours and days optimizing those very same pages, you'll just forget things, you know. You'll just stop noticing all that stuff, and it'll be much more difficult for you to spot the things that need to be fixed or modified. So I think it's easier to keep track of those first impressions to discuss them later with your client. Okay. At step 2, we're going to work on strategic objectives. Yeah, it's really important because without the objectives, without the goals, we don't know where we're going. We don't know why we're going, what we're doing. So this is a very important, and that's why I put it at the beginning too. Can you guess what most customers want when they hire an SEO? Yes, they expect to see the revenue growth. They expect to see the revenue growth. So there is the problem with this. Sorry, just check the question. Yeah, here's the problem. Good SEO doesn't always lead to revenue growth. In many cases, higher rankings do equal higher revenue for a client, but not always. You don't have control over some product decisions, over what support teams do. You can't help if a serious PR crisis strikes, and this happens all the time on social media. All these things impact revenue, so it's logical to conclude that your contract shouldn't be tied only to revenue growth. But what should it be tied to, right? You can focus on specific and such as increasing sites search visibility by around 50% within the next 6 months, or growing sites lead volume from organic search by 20% within the next 12 months, increasing the number of linking domains by 40% within the next 3 months. So your job at the beginning of any campaign is to set these clear strategic objectives. They should be simple to understand and they should be specific. If you stick to these objectives, it will be much easier for you to work on the project. Additionally, you can choose some other metrics you're going to track, right? They will be also part of your goals, such as organic sessions, leads, conversions, ranking increases, bounce rate, pages, session, page load time, top exit pages. So you are free actually to choose and discuss all these metrics with your client. But you should keep in mind that ideally your strategic objectives should be a mixture of SEO KPIs and business KPIs. Okay, if we're ready with our goals and objectives, we can talk about keywords, right? Keywords are the foundation of any SEO campaign. And at this step, we will do keyword assessment and we will try to discover some quick wins during keyword research. Actually, there could be 2 scenarios when you only start working on an SEO project. Scenario number 1 is that there is already a keyword list, right? For instance, your client has already been doing some SEO, maybe even hired an agency or has an in-house specialist managing the job. So they already have a list of keywords they target. And scenario number 2 is when there is no keyword list and you have to start from scratch. So we will speak about the first scenario at the beginning. When we speak about the keyword lists, first and foremost, you should check the number of target keywords. There shouldn't be too many and too few. Ideally, you should select 10, 20, or 100 keywords, depending on the website size and campaign budget. Because, you know, when you have a list of like 1,000 of keywords, You can't stay really focused on all of them. It's next to impossible. Yes, you can set up some automatic rank monitoring for all of those thousands of keywords, just to be informed about how you're doing, but you can't be focused on all of these thousands of keywords. So really, you should just limit this number of keywords to a tangible number. It's important to audit the relevancy. Are there semantically relevant keywords on the list? This is quite obvious, but you know, in many cases, businesses do not target relevant keywords. They target popular keywords, right? Keywords with high search volume, but they don't want to target relevant keywords. Search intent. Make sure that the search intent matches business goals. As you know, there are three main types of search intent: navigational, with the intent to reach a particular website; informational, with the intent to get information assumed to be present on one or more pages; and transactional, with the intent to perform some web-mediated activity. It's very important to focus on the keywords with the right search intent, because imagine a situation that you optimize an e-commerce website, but it only targets the informational queries. As a result, there are huge informational guides, how-to articles, explanations, lots of content that describes what something is, how it should be done, etc. So you can see that the traffic is growing, but the conversion rate is low because people who are searching for how to make a screenshot on Android are less likely to buy a smartphone from your website than those who search for buy Samsung Galaxy in Toronto. That's why it's really important to analyze search intent of the keywords you have on the list, and make sure that you target the right keywords, the keywords with the right search intent. And finally, you should check how popular and competitive these keywords are. We can look at the estimated search volume and keyword difficulty. And to evaluate keyword difficulty, you can go to the search results, copy the top 10 ranking URLs, and then analyze how strong they are. If you're using Rank Tracker from SEO PowerSuite, you should know that it's possible to do bulk analysis of keyword difficulty. Just let me show you this quick video. So it's in keyword map, right? This keyword difficulty tab. All you need to do is select the keywords, press update keyword difficulty, and the tool will start the analysis. Yep, and in a few minutes, you will get these results. As you know, the higher the number, the harder it's going to be to compete for the certain keyword. So I think that it's quite important, you know, to analyze the keyword difficulty of the keywords you target, and yeah, maybe just, you know, to prioritize and to see whether you really need to target the keywords that are like have keyword difficulty of 90, because you're going to compete with really big players in the Google results. Yep. And when you finish the keyword list evaluation, you may discover that there are very few keywords left because some terms were not relevant, others were too competitive, or the search intent didn't match the business goals at all. And that's why we need to move to scenario number 2, right? When you build a keyword list from scratch, when you don't have keywords, but you just start keyword research and keyword analysis from scratch. When you start from scratch, it's a good idea to start with identifying niche topics. So we're not going to hunt for keywords first, but for the relevant niche topics. The goal with your niche topic list is to map out the different topics that your target customer searches for in Google. But the question is how to quickly find those niche topics, right? Here are a few places we can look at. Forums, yes, good old forums. Forums are like having live focus groups at your fingertips 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. The easiest way to find the relevant forums where your target audience hands out is to use these search queries, right? Keyword plus forum, keyword plus forums, keyword plus board. Once you find a forum, note how the forum is divided up into sections, because each of these sections is often a niche topic itself. To dig deeper, check out some of the threads on the forum to find other niche markets your ideal customer belongs to. When you're done with forums, you can go to Wikipedia. Right. Wikipedia is an often overlooked source for niche research, but I should tell you that it's really great because Wikipedia is curated by millions of people, millions of experts worldwide. So if you are not expert about the topic you're going to work on, and this happens very often because you just have to pick some projects like, with the niches that you're not familiar with, like banking or insurance. And in this case, using Wikipedia articles, you can investigate what topics are related to your project. When looking for niche topics on Wikipedia, pay attention to the table of contents and to the categories and subcategories mentioned on the page. All right. Reddit. Chances are your client's target audience hangs out on Reddit too, which means you can find some really good niche topics there with ease. And here's how. Let's say that you run a website that sells fitness food. Then you need to go to Reddit, search for a broad topic that your target audience is interested in, and something that's related to what you sell. Choose a subreddit where your audience is likely to hang out in, and then keep an eye out for threads that have lots of comments. For instance, I found these popular threads when I was looking for a fitness food. Yeah, so I can see that I can actually add vegan fitness food to my keyword list, right? Or how to eat healthy on the road. And this kind of research will also help you later because you will be working a lot on the content as an SEO, on content planning, on content strategies. And you will already know the topics that are hot, that are trending, that are popular with the people from the niche you're targeting. So you can just turn them into in-depth posts and guides, and the traffic will skyrocket. Okay, after we have collected niche topics, we can move on to our to the keyword research. I'm sure that after you have worked with niche topics, you have a much better understanding of not only the keywords you're going to work with, but also the product on the whole and the niche on the whole. And now I think it's time to find out the keyword the website is already ranking for and the keywords competitors are ranking for. And again, I will turn to Rank Tracker, this time to look for the keywords the website is ranking for. Here's how we can do it. We can go to Keyword Research, Ranking Keywords module, type in the target URL, click Search, right? And in a minute, we will see a list of keywords. Yeah, here they are. We will see a list of keywords the website is ranking for. Like you see, the tool has found more than 2,000 keywords, which is a lot. Yeah. You can look through these keywords. You can sort them by the rank. Yeah. This is very important because you can see the terms that are already bringing traffic because they're at the top positions. And you can identify those quick wins I was talking about, those low-hanging fruit opportunities within the keywords that, for instance, rank at the position 12 or 15. So it means that you just have to optimize a little bit more the page, just to give it a bit more push to make your site page go to the first page of Google results and start getting more traffic because it will be on the first page of Google results. So this is a great opportunity to find quick wins in the keywords. And after analyzing your client's website, you can repeat the same analysis and search with the competitor's website and also find some quick wins and good low-hanging opportunities within those keywords and add them to your list. Okay. Another place to look for the good keywords is Google Search Console. Yes, here you can also see the keywords that bring traffic. Again, you can sort the keywords by their position, right? To see the top performers, to see the keywords that need more optimization, and to identify some quick wins and add them to your list too. Another good source of keyword ideas is the TF-IDF analysis. Probably you heard about it, probably not. I will just give a very short explanation for you. So TF-IDF stands for Term Frequency Inverse Document Frequency. It is used to measure the importance of a given keyword on a page. Unlike keyword density, it doesn't just look at the number of times the term is used in the page, but it analyzes a larger set of pages to determine how important this particular keyword is. Here is an example. In car repair topic, the term tire repair is likely more important than turbocharged engine repair, simply because every car repair website has, simply because every car has tires and only a small number of cars have turbocharged engines. And because of that, the term tire repair is going to be used in a larger set of pages that speak about car repair. And this is exactly what the TF-IDF tool can catch. The tool will look at keyword usage stats of a large number of your competitors and use this special TF-IDF formula to calculate which keywords are most important and which keywords are most relevant to your topic. Luckily, there is also the TF-IDF tool in Rank Tracker, and we can see how it works. It's in the domain research tab of the tool. Yeah, it's called Competition TF-IDF Explorer. So you choose TF-IDF Explorer, enter your main keyword, coffee blog in my case. And here we are. There is a list of keywords, but I want to filter them because I don't want to see two generic keywords. So I will pick the keyword length filter and I will set it to show keywords with more than one word. Yeah. So this is my set of keywords. And I see that there are keywords that are not probably very closely related to the main keyword, but it means that my competitors, my top ranking competitors, are using those keywords. So maybe it's a good idea to use those keywords too for my client. All right. And when we have collected all the keyword ideas, right, using different search methods, using different tools, we need to prioritize them. We need to look at their search intent. We need to look at their search volume, and we need to look at their keyword difficulty. Because yes, some relevant keywords are good, but if the search intent doesn't match our goals, we will not use it. We will not work with it. If you want to work with keyword groups, you can use the keyword map module in Rank Tracker. So this is the keyword sandbox, right? In the keyword sandbox, we can see all the keywords we have collected using a variety of research methods, like ranking keywords, keyword suggestions, Google AdWords Keyword Planner, autocomplete tools, related searches, TF-IDF, keyword combinations. So this is kind of a huge draft list of keywords that we can use, that we can analyze all the keywords on this list and see which keywords are best for our campaign and for our client. So you can manage this list on a group level, or you can manage this list on a keyword level. And when you're happy with your groups, all you need to do is just click and move them to the keyword map module. The keyword map module lists all your main keywords. So this is not the draft. This is the major list of keywords where you will be tracking their progress. You will see their keyword difficulty, SEO stats, PPC stats, and important, where you can assign landing pages. So if you already know which landing pages are important for this project, you can start assigning them for your keyword groups. Like this. Okay, let's move on. The next step, the next stage is competition analysis. I'm sure that you already know that it's very important to analyze competition when doing SEO and when only starting an SEO project. Just please keep in mind that competition analysis is an ongoing task. Yes, you can research and apply certain findings during this initial site audit, but on the whole, treat it as an ongoing process, like maybe even a weekly or a monthly check, because you will need to keep track of competitors' rankings, backlinks, content, ads, etc. Taking a website to top 3 position doesn't guarantee the site will occupy this spot forever. And the more popular niche, the tougher the competition is going to be. So this is a very important stage. Here's a set of activities you can do at this very step. All these things will help you get a full picture of how well competitors' sites are optimized. And the first thing we're going to do is identify competitors. This may sound very simple, but many customers just don't get it. Your business rivals are not necessarily your SEO rivals. And likewise, your SEO competitors aren't always your business rivals. So you've got to focus on the guys that belong to the blue circle, not the green circle, and not the pod that intersects, but the entire blue circle, all SEO competitors. It doesn't mean, and you just, you just have to keep in mind all the websites that compete with you at this particular moment in Google. Okay, let's see how you can quickly collect the list of your competitors, because when you have a lot of keywords, it's pretty time consuming to go and to Google all them manually and to see all the websites that compete with you. And again, you can use the tool to save you some time and effort. In Rank Tracker, you can go to Preferences, Competitors, click the Suggest button, add your target keywords, choose the search engine if you need. And yes, the tool will find the list. It will analyze all the keywords, and it will find you the list of your top competitors. At this very stage, I think you should look through the list very carefully and choose the domains you're really going to compete with. Because, for instance, if I'm managing a website of a small coffee shop, I'm not really sure I will beat TripAdvisor, in that niche, because they have a lot of content, they have a lot of backlinks, huge domain authority, and yes, in many cases it is possible, but I don't think that it's really cost efficient for you. So maybe it's better to focus on the domains that have like this mid-level visibility, right? That rank higher than you, but still it will be easier for you to compete with these websites. And when you're done, you just hit finish and all these competitors will be saved. and their progress will be tracked alongside with your site's progress, which is very convenient because you will be able to spot some traffic spikes and see what kind of content these websites are adding, why they started, why their rankings have grown so high, and so on and so forth. After you have collected the list of competitors, you can again go to the ranking keywords module and see which keywords these websites are ranking for. There are two important tips here. First of all, pay attention to the competitors occupying local packs, featured snippets, and position 0, because as you know, this type of SERP results usually bring more clicks and more traffic and therefore more revenue. That's why you should try to compete for those results to optimize sites pages in order to get those featured snippets and to get into the local packs if you're doing local SEO and win that traffic. And tip number 2 is that you shouldn't focus on the highest search volume keywords. Instead, focus on the key phrases that are less competitive but are more relevant to your website, to your client's website, and to your niche. Okay, after that, we can look at some vanity metrics like domain authority or domain strength. Different tools, have different names for this metric, but the idea is the same with all the tools. Domain strength is a quality metric that's calculated from 0 to 10. This metric is based on numerous SEO factors, including domain age, backlinks, Alexa rank, the number of index pages, etc. So it gives pretty accurate summary of how strong a domain is as viewed by the search engine bots. And if you wonder, this particular screenshot was also made in Rank Tracker. Okay, the next step is to uncover competitors' on-page tactics. For this step, I will be using SEO PowerSuite's website auditor, but actually, yes, you can use any on-page tool you prefer, and its content analysis module. In this module, you will find all the information about how optimized competitors' pages are. Let's see how it works. So we go to the content analysis module and page audit. Select the page of the website we want to analyze. Type in the keyword we target, one of the main keywords, and let the tool analyze the page and collect the information. After that, you will see this overall optimization score. Yeah, pay attention to this score because when you analyze a lot of pages, a lot of websites, competitors' websites, it's good to have this handy metric, like, the numerical metric that you can look at and quickly see how good the page is optimized. And you can look through some of the factors like keywords and description tag, missing word count and body. There are empty alt texts and things like that. Why it's important to look at the competitors' on-page tactics? It is important because if you see that your competitors' websites are top-notch optimized, like they have 90% for all of their landing pages, optimization rate, right? This is a bad sign for you because it means that your competitors are doing a very good job, that they are doing good on-page optimization. And if your client has never done SEO, it just means that you will have to do a lot of work to get to the level of those competitors. When you're done with on-page optimization analysis, you can also check site structure of the top competitors' websites. Analyzing your competitors' site structure is key to understanding how authoritative their website is. Because by looking at their site structure, you will be able to figure out their internal linking strategy and tactics. You will be able to see which topics, or as they called silos, the people are working on, putting more content into. And you will be able to understand if you can create a better model for flowing link equity through your client's website. And to get a super quick understanding of how the competitor's site structure looks, I suggest you should check out the website visualization module in Website Auditor, like site structure visualization. It will build you a graphical representation of the websites, of any website structure. And you will see that these very dots, right, these are pages, and the connecting lines, these are links. So you can really get a very quick idea of how big the website is, how many pages it has, what are the most linked to pages, things like that. And again, if you look at the competitors' sites visualization and see that there are, like, some orphan pages, isolated parts of the site, redirects, or broken links, and other problems, you will understand that your competitor is not optimizing site structure, which means that it will be easier for you to build a good site structure and to beat that competitor in search results. And vice versa, if you see that a top-ranking competitor has a very profound and decent site structure and good and well thought out internal linking, you should keep in mind that again, you will have to do a lot of work to make your site structure better optimized for the search engine bots. Okay, let's switch to the backlink analysis of your competition. Backlinks are perhaps the strongest indicator of a site's authority to search engines, and backlink research is a crucial step in any analysis, in competitive analysis, in your client site analysis. It will help you understand how good the SEO of your competitors is, and how much time you require to build the same strong link profile, and also to spot some valuable backlink opportunities. For this part of analysis, we can use a backlink tool. I used SEO Spyglass. Yeah, here you can see the domain comparison module, where you can add your competitors' websites, right? And the tool will analyze your client's backlink profile with the top competitors. This is a very handy comparison chart, and you can see the overall rating just below the table, right? You can see who the winner is in terms of backlinks. And please pay special attention to these areas highlighted with green color, because these are the areas you can try to work on to make your backlink profile more diverse and more high quality to beat your competitors. Okay. And after you do this domain comparison, you can also check link intersections. And again, we're talking about those quick wins. So what are link intersections? Link intersections are the backlinks, the backlink pages that link to multiple of our competitors, like in this image. They link to the 3 websites, right? But they do not link to your client's website yet. So it means that you can do something, you can organize some campaigns, you can do outreach, link outreach, content outreach, you can contact influencers directly to grab those links. Because when you see that these websites link to all of the competitors, it is very likely that they will also link to you. So this is a very great opportunity to find quick wins among the backlinks of your competitors. Okay, and finally, when we do competition analysis, we should check all other online marketing activities that they're doing. So we're not only looking at SEO and on-page and backlinks and content, but we're also looking at pay-per-click ads, display ads, whether they have paid social, whether they have great social media presence, whether they contact influencers, and so on and so forth. Because at the end of the day, it's not only the SEO that brings results, right? But it's the whole digital marketing mix. And most probably that your clients, when they, for example, find out that your customers have great social media profiles or lots of mentions on many websites, or they do great pay-per-click advertising, most probably they will understand that they will also need to utilize these channels to bring traffic and revenue to their website. Okay, now we're at step 5, and we will audit site for technical issues, right? It's time to take a look at our client's website. We have finished with our competitors, and we will see what kind of technical issues the website has. I think I don't need to emphasize how important this technical checkup is, because, say, lots of pages are blocked from indexing, and the Google bot just can't find, crawl, and index them, and all your SEO efforts are wasted because all the content is just blocked from indexing. If you ignore this stuff at the beginning of your SEO campaign, you will feel very sorry about it afterwards. So please pay attention to the technical site audit. I think that it's important to check the critical issues first. As I mentioned, like these are indexing and crawlability issues. When the bots cannot reach our content, it doesn't matter what we do. So for instance, like here we see that there are almost 2,000 pages indexed in Yahoo and Bing, and only 200 pages indexed in Google. That means that there is some problem, and you need to investigate why it happens so. We need to look at the robots.txt file. We need to look through the pages blocked from indexing, pages with redirects, pages with 4xx and 5xx status codes, because all these things can influencing this very number. And if you're using a crawling tool like Website Auditor, you will be able to see all this data under the site audit module, right? You will see the indexing and crawlability issues. You will see pages with redirects, pages with redirect chains, pages with canonical tags. You will see if the page is mobile friendly or not, if there are too big pages, dynamic URLs, too long URLs, broken links, all this stuff. Yeah. And again, we talk about the site structure and site structure visualization. I've already mentioned that it is important. Now, when you analyze your client's website structure, you should take a deep look in the structure and analyze how good it is. And when we talk about a good site structure, we mean the one with hierarchical structure. Hierarchy is logical with a fair amount of main categories with a balanced amount of subcategories. The one with a shallow structure, that means that it takes just 3 or fewer clicks to reach any page. And the one with an efficient internal linking structure to distribute link juice across important pages. You should also analyze click depth and internal page rank picture. And as I have already mentioned, you can use the Website Auditor's visualization tool to analyze site structure. Then we can check site-wide on-page issues. They are not so critical as the indexing and crawlability issues, but still they can impact the way search snippets look on Google, right? For instance, when there are too many duplicate titles, duplicate meta descriptions, too long titles, empty meta descriptions, all these things actually impact how your website is represented in organic search results. So these things should be fixed too. Okay. Google has indicated that page speed and site speed is one of the signals used by its algorithm to rank pages. And a slow page speed means that search engines can crawl fewer pages using their allocated crawl budget, and this could negatively impact your indexation. Page speed is also important for user experience because pages with a longer load time tend to have higher bounce rates and lower average time on page. And longer load times have also been shown to negatively affect conversions. If we're going to analyze page speed and responsiveness of your client site, I recommend the Google Lighthouse tool. It's very comprehensive and detailed, and you will see all the information there. Okay, after we have reviewed the technical issues, right, and fixed those issues, we can turn to auditing the top landing pages. First of all, how do we find those top landing pages? Surely you should check the Google Analytics stats. There you will see a list of the top performing pages together with such metrics as the number of sessions, the average session duration, the bounce rate, conversions, and transactions. And you can also choose the longer time period to check if there were any big and sudden drops in traffic. If you spot such drops, you should discuss them with your client and try to identify the reasons behind those traffic drops. Was it a poor hosting provider, or was it caused by seasonality, like, after Christmas, the traffic can decrease significantly for some brands. But it's important to identify those drops and identify the reasons causing those drops. When we analyze landing pages, we should answer some important questions first, like what kind of search intent a page satisfies? Is its traffic growing or declining? Is its content unique? How does content compare to competitors? Is the information accurate? And what kind of media and graphics are used on that page? Because you really need both strong and optimized content. It's not enough just to optimize poor content. The content should be strong, and the SEO should be strong too to get really great results. As I have already mentioned, we can look through such on-page elements as the URLs, page titles, descriptions, keywords and content, keyword in H tags, alt attributes, link anchors. So all those on-page elements that tell search engine bots why this page is relevant to the keyword we're targeting. And I have found a handy template for you. It's quite funny. You can find it on our website. Here's the link to the full. So if you're going to analyze a lot of landing pages, you just can print this out and stick to your monitor and quickly analyze all those elements that are important, like headings, link anchors, internal links, whether it looks good on mobile, what kind of search intent it matches, and so on and so forth. So just keep in mind that there is a handy infographic for you. And finally, we will audit our client-side backlinks, right? We will look at link authority. First of all, link authority means, so how authoritative are the domains that link to our client's website? The metric that will help us analyze it is the in-link rank. This is the alternative of PageRank that we built in-house, and you can use it in SEO Spyglass. We will also check link relevance. We will analyze how relevant the backlink pages and domains are. Just keep in mind that it's impossible that 100% of the linking domains are 100% relevant. No, it's not possible. It doesn't work like that on the internet, but you should still pay attention to the domains with the very low in-link rank. So if you find these domains with very low in-link rank, you should check what these domains are and where those backlinks are and why they are linking to your client's website. Analyze link velocity. The link velocity should be more or less steady throughout the whole life of the website. Backlinks from real websites rarely fall off, but backlinks from artificial websites fall off pretty often when the link providers stop paying for the hosting or do not renew a domain and things like that. So this is also an important thing to keep in mind. Check link targeting. Examine the ratio of homepage links compared to deep links. If regardless of what approach you're using in terms of content and website optimization, it is always a good practice to distribute backlinks across your entire website. So not only the homepage, but the majority of the backlinks should be going to deep pages, but not your homepage. And link diversity, right? So it's natural from the point of view of search engines that the good backlink profile includes different kind of backlinks: text, image links, blog post links, blog comment links, directory links, forum links, social media profile links. And in addition to the type of backlink, you also want to have diversity with follow and no follow links. Okay. And finally, you should analyze link anchor text. Anchor text abuse is frequent, and that's why you should always check those ratios of anchor diversity. The first ratio we care about is the client's percentage of exact match anchor text. And after that, you should see their percentage of branded anchor text. If the exact match anchor text outweighs branded anchors, then there most probably needs to be some very profound audit of those backlinks and a change of strategy. Because in most cases, search engines think that it's more natural when there are more branded anchors. And all the things that I have mentioned can be quickly checked in SEO Spyglass. You can do a backlink profile audit like in a few minutes. You can look through the overview stats. Yeah, then you can switch to the backlinks and see them in detail, sort them by in-link rank, and apply certain filters like do follow or no follow links. Use the quick filter. Look through the linking domains in detail. Also look through anchor texts, right? Text links, image links, do follow links, no follow links. You can look through the pages that receive most backlinks. This is a very handy metric. Penalty risk, I think I haven't mentioned this because, well, penalty risk is also our in-house metric that's calculated based on several factors. And to understand those factors, you just can hover your mouse over the eye icon, and the tool will explain why it shows such a high penalty risk, because the link is coming from a page with a low in-link rank. There are several links coming from the same IP address. There could be some spammy keywords used in the anchor text, and so on and so forth. So it's also very handy when you're doing backlink audit. All right, so within a few minutes, you just get a very comprehensive feature of the site's backlink profile. And finally, at step 8, we sum up the top action items. So this is the final stage of our audit. At this stage, we outline those top action items and issues that need immediate reaction. You can split those issues into several categories because it's possible that different teams or team members will be working on them. Like technical stuff will be forwarded to the development team, the content issues will be fixed by copywriters, etc. And once again, remember that it's always better to start with those quick wins I have mentioned so many times during this webinar, because you will spend less time, but you will get tangible results really quickly. So start with those quick wins. All right, thanks a lot for your attention. I hope this material will be useful for you and it will help you work on the real SEO projects. Since there is quite a lot of things I have discussed today, I suppose you should digest it a bit, right? Think it all over, check your notes, and get back to me with your questions. I will be really glad if you contact me and send me your questions. You can contact me via email or via Twitter. You can see the contact details on the screen. And also feel free to join our SEO PowerSuite community on Facebook to discover some more insider hacks and SEO discussions. There is quite a lot of interesting materials there, so feel free to join. Thanks again, guys, for attending this webinar.